All right, guys. So in the last video, we covered images and how to position images, adjust images, those sorts of things. In this video, we're going to cover arguably the most important or the second most important part of the site, and that's the wording. Because the wording is really vital for your site's SEO as well as your ability to sell on the website. If getting a customer to take action on your website, the wording is very important. It's also very overlooked. It's literally probably the most overlooked part of the entire process, if you ask me. So one thing to keep in mind generally, the way copy or text on the website works is you've got H1 tags through H6, and those are basically headers, and then you've got paragraph copy, right? And then you've also got text inside of elements and whatnot as well. But generally, the text elements that actually exist are H1 through H6 tags as well as paragraph tags. So the H1 tag, you can only have, well, it's best practice to have one H1 tag per page on your website. So you're looking at this site right now. This one is an H1. So you see right here where it says heading 1, you can go all the way down through heading 6. Imagine if you go back to school, like when you were in high school, you were learning how to write an essay, or you're learning how to just write structured. You write, your thesis or whatever your main topic is. That's the title of the page, right? Whatever the title is, whatever you want to cover. So in this case, the keyword we want to rank for is pressure washing, and in this case, it's through house washing services. You'd also be smart to put your city in there as well. So pressure washing services in, pressure washing and house washing services in, and whatever city is. That's probably an intelligent thing to do. But again, one H1 tag per page, and then you come right here. You notice this is also an H1. This is not how you want to do it. So what you do, select all, come down, make it an H2, right? That's how you want to do it. So now you've got your H1, that's your main one, and then under H1, you're going to have some H2s, and then under each H2, you can have H3, so they can kind of sort of be nested, right? So your H1 is the main point, but then, pressure washing, you might have a couple of different categories or whatever, or pressure washing, house washing, so you'd have H2 tags. Under each of those H2 tags, you can have H3 tags to further describe what it is you're trying to get across. Again, only use one H1 tag per page. You can use more than one H2 tag. You can see here's another H2 tag with the paragraph. And if you highlight this, you see it says paragraph. So you can select paragraph, or you can select any of the headings. Generally, for all the small text, you want to use paragraphs. And then in your wording, it's so easy to adjust. All you do is when I hover over the words, you'll see here a little light blue box kind of appears, and I can highlight it. And then right there, I can just type whatever I want to type, right? Same thing over here, this little box right here. You see how this is a paragraph. You can say, maybe you want to say, get a free quote now. Maybe you want to change that verbiage up a little bit, or maybe you want to come in and say, experience, with more than 10 years. Maybe if you only have, 5 years, and you can say more than 5 years. Field and accessible. We strive to make it clean. So that kind of stuff is very easy to edit. Now, what if you want to add text? Again, adding text is very easy. Just click widgets. Very first thing you see right here, text box. Drop it in and say, pressure washing is fun. Is fun, right? And then you can highlight it and then make it, whatever color you want. And this is just like Microsoft Word. If you ever used Word before, editor's easy. Text editor. You can center it if you want to. You can make it big. Generally, when you're using your font, best rule of practice is you're going to set whatever your font is up here. So global text. Set whatever your font is, and then that's going to use that same font throughout the entire website. Don't use more than 2 or 3 fonts generally on your site. Because if you start using more than one font, it just looks tacky and it looks unprofessional. It doesn't look good if you use different fonts throughout. You can use a handful of different fonts, and then maybe an accent font, like something you use very sparingly, just like we do with the images. Like the image effects, you use them sparingly because they can really make your website pop. But you don't want to build your entire website using stuff like that. So try to pick 2 fonts that you really like, 2 or 3. Use them for most of your headers. And then again, you can have an accent font if you choose to do so, which can really make your website look good. But that's really the main thing with the copy. Again, key thing to keep in mind, try to use keywords as much as possible, but don't stuff keywords. Like a lot of amateurs, it's weird to me how they picked up on the keyword thing, and then I see it from time to time where they'll stuff their website with nonsense keywords. Like their paragraphs make no sense. Don't do that. Don't fill a keyword don't make a paragraph that says something like, we offer pressure washing, house washing, gutter cleaning, roof cleaning. We love doing pressure washing. And then just like, you know what I mean? Like repeating those keywords, thinking you're going to rank. No, you need to use fluid sentences that answer questions. That's the best way to rank. Think about what questions people ask you, and then enter those questions on there, and then answer them. Because that's generally a lot of times, if you look at the data, most searches, people are looking for pricing. People are looking for costs. So include that kind of stuff. I know you might be scared to put your pricing out there, but it's a great way to attract people to your site. And you don't have to put out your exact price. You can put a range. But that is really one of the core things. The copy, the actual wordage or wording on your website. So hopefully this video helps out a little bit with the wording, and helps you kind of understand the difference between H1 tags through paragraph copy. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. And other than that, thanks for watching. Have a great day.